Okay, so standing up nice and tall there, please pull your tummy in. Lengthen up your spine. Focus straight ahead. Oh, there you are, Jill. Hello. Shoulder roll. I can see you now. Just take the shoulders up, back and down for me, please. And one more time. Super. Bring your hands into the heart center. Push up, breathe in. Pull down, breathe out. Stretch up, breathe in. Pull down, breathe out. Lovely. This time, stretch up, breathe in. Press the palms down as you breathe out. Come through center, inhale. Looking up. Circling, looking down. Pushing up, inhaling. Circling, looking down. And then coming back to the heart center. Let's have a rotation here. Inhale. Exhale, turn to the right corner. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, turn. And inhale. Guys, if all of that feels okay, push up, breathe in. Come down to the heart center and rotate right. Come center, stretching up. Rotating. Let's have two more. Stretching through shoulders and abdominals. Rotating through spine. And one more. Just relax there for me. Give your wrists a shake and release your spine there for me, please. Lovely. With your hands down by the side of your body now, guys. Just swing the arms up, extend if you can, breathe in. Breathe out with a small squash. Come up, inhale. Breathe out with a small squash. Pause at the top. Two more. And one more. Super. Come down onto your thighs, into the pelvis, round in the spine. Flexion. And extension. Open the chest. Eye gazes forward. Breathing out as you round. Eye gazes down. Breathing into arch. Breathing out to round. One last time. Roll all the way up for me, please. Keeping your feet parallel. Hands back in heart center. Inhaling up. Exhale, squash elbows to thighs. Inhale up. Exhale, squat. Super. Guys, if you're able to rotate opposite elbow to knee as you pull down. Inhaling up, exhaling to twist. Lovely. Keep that moving for me, please. Come up, hold, drop your arms. Lovely. Bring your feet together, please. Rotate them out. Tuck your tail under. Bring your hands into your heart center. And just hold here very still. Close your eyes if you can. Draw your focus to your breath. So staying with the eyes closed to challenge the balance. Breathing slowly in through the nose and out through the nose or mouth. Try not to peep. So if you are feeling like you've got a little bit of a sway there, that's fine. But think about pulling up through knees and quads, tightening through glutes, drawing abdominals in. And then open your eyes. Super. Pick your heels up, feet coming apart, hands on thighs, just slowly rolling down the spine, please. So you can go all the way slowly if you like. If you're not ready for that yet, don't worry. Roll all the way back up slowly. Just restack the spine. Arms coming up, inhale. Extend if you can. Arms coming down, exhale. Nodding the chin, rounding and rolling. Taking a breath in at the bottom. Breathing out, rolling up. One more time. Extending through shoulders, inhaling. Exhaling, coming down. Nodding, rounding and rolling. And this time we'll hold if it feels okay. So you could let the arms hang or hold your elbows. You can look through the legs and you can have a small, gentle sway if that feels good. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, release your elbows and roll up your spine segmentally. Super, well done. Just give everything a little shake there. Can you turn your feet out again for me? Get your heels together. So rotate through thighs, hips and glutes. Pull the tummy in. Guys, come back to where we were in the heart center. And then just push your arms forward. Take them out. And then just relax your wrists. And this is called scarecrow pose for obvious reasons. So the key here is to work with your eyes closed and focus on your breath. You may feel yourself swaying, but think about grounding through the feet. All 5 toes even on the floor. Weight pressed into heels. Breathing steadily. Relax your arms. Bring your hands back into your heart center. Free up one foot. Guys, you can rest on the toes. Tighten up the buttock and then start to draw the foot up to the calf or the inside of the knee or the thigh and open the hip, please. Find a focus straight ahead, preferably high up, and then draw your attention to your breath and holding the posture. If you feel confident to extend your arms up overhead, go there. If that's too unbalancing, go back to the heart center. Coming down slowly, and then just shake that off for me, and we'll set it up on the other side. So feet turned out, pulling up on the right side, tightening the buttocks. Hands in the heart center, engage the abs, free up the foot, and starting to draw up into that tree pose. Foot is on the calf, the inside of the knee or the thigh, but make sure it feels anchored and you feel steady. Thinking about pushing that left knee back, distributing the weight evenly through all 5 toes on the standing foot. And then find your focus, fix your gaze. Whoop, I'm off. Optional arm extension overhead. Focusing on breath now. Coming down when you're ready. Lovely, taking the feet wide. Coming down into ragdoll. So just take hold of your elbows. Drop your head, keep your knees soft, and either just hold there or have a little sway if that feels nice. Some of you might be able to put your elbows on the floor and rest on your elbows, looking through the legs to the back of the room. Maybe put your hands on the floor if you want to do that. And I'm just gently swaying the weight through to the front of the foot and then the back of the foot. Don't do that unless you've got support on the floor from your elbows or your hands. When you are ready, please bend your knees. Support your body weight, uncurl your spine slowly, walking your feet in. Give your legs a shake. Super, let's come to a triangle pose. Take your feet wide. And so the width of the legs, the ankles should be under the wrists if you were to take your arms out. Now that's not an exact measurement, but that's a rough gauge. Relax your shoulders. Let's have the thumbs on top and the elbows soft. Now, tuck your tail underneath, squeeze your glutes. Draw up on your pelvic floor. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, sink into the right knee. And then pull back. Left leg not moving or not bending at least. Right knee bends, inhale. Exhale, coming back. Going from that wide triangle pose, limbering up for warrior, breathing in as we bend, breathing out as we come back, and then coming to the right and staying. Right hand coming down, rotate. So you could support yourself on the thigh, or you could open the palms and slide that little bit further. Now, if your back's not thoroughly warmed up, or if you just need a bit of support, then your hand or your elbow are on the thigh. Otherwise, I'm using my lower arm as a lever for my top arm. Holding here, breathing slowly. We want to gradually aim to get this right hand to the floor. Use your breaths to do it. Maybe increase the distance between the feet It might be that that is just not right for you, so please don't overstretch, but opening the chest, looking up if you can, pressing through the bottom hand, lengthening up through the top hand, and then just allowing those hips to relax down the center a little bit more. Please take a breath in and a sharp push to come up on the out breath. We are in center. Super. Bring your hands back to heart center as we limber through on the left now. So let's breathe in to bend and out to come back. So arms just having a little bit of a rest as we limber through that left knee and hip. Shoulders and hips are still square. We're not rotating or twisting. Let's come down and hold. Super. Arms come out, thumbs on top. So your first focus is to keep the spine square, not twisted. This knee is back, we sink a little bit deeper, we start to rotate. You can support on the thigh, or you can start to slide that bottom arm in front of the top leg. So I feel quite stiff on this side. I'm just going to put my elbow on my thigh for now. But you can get your hand to the floor. So this is the side that I injured and I can feel that it doesn't want to go. It might go eventually. So using the breaths, and each time I breathe out, I'm going to try to sink a little bit deeper. No, it's not happy on this side. I'm going to drop my hips and focus on opening them. Looking up. And on my next out breath, sharp push. Come back to center and down into ragdoll with bent knees, please. So that could be with your hands or elbows on the floor or just suspended. You may be able to get the top of your head on the floor now that you've had a good stretch through those hips. So just holding here for a few more breaths. Coming onto hands if you're on elbows, bringing the feet in, uncurling the spine. Lovely, release that spine. Okay, our back and our legs should be nice and warm now for a sun salutation. So bring your mat down now, please. So we're going to layer the movements on this sun salutation. We're going to start at the front of the mat. So I'd like you to inhale up, extend your spine, and just pause there. Exhale, your arms come down. Guys, hinge from your hip. So it's a flat back. Come onto your knees and lengthen. Inhale. Exhale, place the palms on the floor with bent knees if needed. Holding there. Head is down, looking through the calves. Breathe in. Breathe out, roll up, sweep the arms. So let's try that again. Inhaling at the top. Exhaling to hinge from the hips. Come down, pulls on the knees in tabletop. Long spine, inhale. Exhale, palms come down. Drop the head, look through the legs. Super, we're going to stay down. Can you take a big step back on your left foot, please? And then please adjust your hands so they are either side of your right foot. Now push the pelvis down. Try not to bend the back knee. You can drop the back knee if your pelvis or your back has got any pain in this, but otherwise we're hoping the back leg stays straight. Open the chest to the right side. So my left hand is on the floor next to my right leg. I'm holding and breathing. Coming down, hands either side of the right foot. Big step back on the right foot, bringing you into downward dog. Now press back through the hands, spread the fingers. Chest is down, lift the tailbone. Pedal your feet gently first. Then press both heels down and hold the stretch. Good. Transfer your weight into your right foot. Bring your left knee in and then swing that leg through. Now, if you can't do a swing, do a shuffle. But you want your left foot with the hands either side of it. If you need your right knee on the floor, that's okay. But straighten it if you can and then drop the hips. Open the chest to the left side. Left hand is up to the ceiling. Holding here for a few breaths. Bringing that hand down. We are going to step the right foot forward next to the left foot. And then if you can, guys, take hold of the back of your calves and pull your head towards your knees. Bringing your hands onto your knees, lengthening your spine into a tabletop. Hold here, breathe in. Breathe out. Stay here, breathe in. Breathe out, relax down. Arms sweep out and up, all the way to the top. Inhale. Exhale, hip hinge. Back down to knees. Inhale. Exhale, come all the way down. So we're going to reverse the sequence that we did before. So this time we're stepping back on the right foot first. Big step back. Right hand down, opening the chest to the left side first this time. Breathing through that stretch. Coming down slowly. Stepping back on your left foot. Bringing yourself into downward dog. Adjust your hands and feet if needed. Press back through the palms. Lift the tailbone, pedal the feet. Press both heels down and hold. Body weight moves into the left leg. Right foot lifts. Bring the knee in and swing that leg through. Adjust it if it's not between your hands. Get there slowly if needed. Left hand is down. Opening the chest on the right side. Come down slowly. Step forward on your left foot and hold here. Head is down. Bringing the hands around the back of the legs if we can and pulling your head towards your legs. As you release your hands, take your palms back to the floor and then just walk your feet back out and drop to your knees, please. Take your knees out to the corners of the mat and then sit back into a nice deep child's pose there. So head is on the mat. You can turn it to one side or rest on your forehead. But arms are extended if that feels okay. From there, either just draw your hands in under your head or see if you can rest on your forehead and take your hands towards your feet. Just taking some breaths there, guys. Lovely, nice and relaxed. Bringing hands under shoulders. Support the body weight. Uncurl the spine. Okay, we've been through flexion. Let's come through extension next. Bring your knees parallel. Come forward onto all fours. Walk your hands another step forward with either arm. And then transfer into that half plank. Squeeze your glutes. Drop your hips now if you can. Chest is forward. Eye gaze is lifted. Keep the muscles in your bottom switched on so that your lower back doesn't take all the load. Press through the hands and pull all the way back. Arms stay extended. Let's go again. Come forward. Drop into half plank, glutes switch on. Drop through the hips into extension. So we are in cobra. Relax the shoulders, lengthen the neck. Breathing steadily. Press through the hands, come back. All the way. One last time. Come forward, squeeze the glutes. Lowering into cobra. Guys, only if you feel okay with this, tuck your toes under, press through your hands and stay in extension and lift your thighs. Now, if your back isn't happy with that, keep your knees down, please. Hold. Keep the glutes switched on. Slow breaths. Drop the knees. And pull all the way back once again. Super. Guys, knees out if that helps you get closer to the mat. And then come down. Draw your hands in slowly. Support your body weight, uncurl. Lovely. Come down onto your bottom and onto your back. Get something under your head if you want it. And then just lie down and get comfortable. Let's pop the feet and knees together, arms out to the side, palms facing the ceiling. Come up onto the balls of your foot, so your feet, so the heels are off the mat. Let's drop the knees to the right, turn the head to the left, and breathe in. Lovely. Breathe out, come up slowly. Go the other way. Drop and breathe in. Head one way, legs the other way. So just moving freely through the spine, connecting the movement with the breath. I'd like you to finish with a roll to the left and center, and then come up and stop in the middle. Lovely. I'd like you to cross your left leg tightly over your right leg, so not a hip opener, tight as though you need a wee. Arms out. I want you to guide your left knee towards the floor on the right side. Turn your head the opposite way. Draw your shoulders down if they've started to lift. And just close your eyes. And give your hip and your back a chance to stretch. Each time you exhale, let a little bit more tension go. Sink deeper into the mat and deeper into the floor. Guys, to come out of the posture, pull the abs in, squeeze the legs together and come up, and try not to overload the back with the weight of the legs. Change legs for me, please. Cross right tightly over left. Start to rotate over to the left side. Find yourself in a reasonably comfortable position with a deep stretch. Turn the head the opposite way if you can. Close your eyes. Breathing slowly and evenly in through the nose, out through the nose or mouth. But your focus is on sinking a little bit closer into the mat. Stretching the hips, stretching the lower back. And then making sure we squeeze everything in the lower half of the body to come up. Super, well done. Take your feet the full width of the mat and then just give me some nice gentle open knee hip rolls just to get a little bit of movement back through the hips. Super. Okay, let's bring the feet hip width apart and close to the bottom. Let's place the hands by the side of the body and let's just rock through some pelvic tilts. Now we are going to take this into a shoulder bridge eventually, so you might want to take away anything that's under your head. And if you can open your chest and have your palms facing the ceiling rather than the floor, that will stop you pushing. So I would like you just to continue to breathe naturally and try to get a little bit more height through that shoulder bridge. So as long as there is no shoulder or neck pain, take as many breaths as you need to roll to the top. Get the hips higher than the ribs, and then as many breaths as you need to roll back down, aiming to get the tailbone to touch the floor before the buttocks. Super, let's roll up. So guys, if you can pause at the top and just maintain that strong posture, come to the top and hold for 2 or 3 breaths, and then again slowly lower and release. So the more time you can spend at the top safely, then the more you will challenge the strength of the quadriceps, the strength of the glutes, and the strength of the spine. However, if it just goes into back, hip or knee pain, it's really not worth holding it. Just continue to roll up and down, or maybe just hold at the top for 1 or 2 breaths, not 3 or 4. Want to get a bit more height, feel free to get your hands under your buttocks and just give yourself a good stretch through the hips there. And so just rolling through your last one at your leisure. And when you've finished it, coming to a full body stretch. So legs extended, arms float over the head and shoulders release. But feel free to finish off that bridge first. Bring your arms slowly over, down to the sides of your body, please. And then draw your legs in one at a time. Get yourself some head support once again if you want it. Lovely. Knees are bent, right hand is on right knee. I'm going to start to draw a circle with this right leg. And I'm using my hand on my knee so that I'm a little bit restricted in how big the circle is. Don't want it to be too big too quickly. I'm going to circle it the other way. And then I'm going to take it down. Bringing my left hand to my left knee. Drawing a circle, keeping the spine reasonably still, circling the other way, super. Let's bring both legs up, hands on the ankles. Elbows on the inside of the thighs. maybe have a little sway there, or maybe just press back and hold the stretch. So guys, we are currently in butterfly. So the knees are quite bent, the elbows are pressing back on the insides of the thighs. If you want to come to happy baby, that's going to change the stretch slightly. You can hook your fingers around your big toes, and then you want to open the knee joint a little bit and lift the bottom. So the knees are still quite bent. They should be at about 90 degrees, and they should be out to either side of your body. So my knees are pointing towards my armpits, if you like. My bottom is lifted, and I'm going to have another little sway there. I'm going to massage that lumbosacral part of the spine. And you can stay with that bent knee stretch. Alternatively, you can straighten your legs. You may need to bring your hands on the inside of your calves to straighten your legs. Obviously, the legs are longer than the arms. And then the tailbone will be down. And if it feels good, just to flex and point your feet there. Get some movement through the ankles. It might feel good to rotate the ankles. And then just flex your feet and hold that stretch. Just move your hands around to the outside of the legs and then draw them together. Super, bring them in. And then feet come down. Super. Roll onto the side of your body. And then push yourself up slowly to the seated position. Well done. So sitting cross-legged up on the bum bones with the chest open and the shoulders relaxed. Just imagine your chin is on a shelf, piece of string coming out the top of the head. With your eyes still closed, start to draw a circle with your nose. We'll go one clockwise and one anti-clockwise. So the head and neck are circling gently, but we are not throwing the head back. So the circle is coming from the nose rather than from the whole head. Coming back to center, sitting tall. Rotate to the right. Lengthen up the spine, look over the shoulder. Breathe in here. And breathe out. Come around the other way. Lengthen up the spine, look over the shoulder. Breathe in. Breathe out. And release. Come to center. Close your eyes and breathe slowly. Open your eyes. Namaste. Thank you very much indeed, ladies.